Pinterest is an amazing tool for bloggers at all levels, from the blogger just starting out to the one who's been doing this for years. But when it comes to being seen by the right people, many bloggers don't know where to start. And that's where the right keywords come in. Welcome to the Blogger Breakthrough Summit podcast, where each episode helps you to spend less time blogging, earn more money, and get back to living your life. I'm your host, Liz Stapleton. In today's episode, you'll learn some awesome Pinterest SEO and keyword tips and tricks that Pinterest guru Kristen Larson shared with us during the 2021 Blogger Breakthrough Summit. I'll go ahead and let her take over.
There's two things I think we should be focusing on. So it's going to be solid SEO, which you talked about a minute ago, and then our pin design. We need to have both of those in order for our pins to show up in the search result. We've all heard a million times Pinterest is a visual search engine. So it's not just straight up Google. So we have to focus on making a beautiful pin that is going to catch your eye, but we also have to have a reason behind it. So when it comes to SEO, our biggest thing we need to focus on are our keywords. Our keywords are everywhere. And a keyword is your bio about yourself when you create your profile. It's going to be the name of your group board, it's going to be a name of your personal board. It's going to be a description of your board. It's going to be the description of your pin. Like, that is where our keywords are. They're everywhere. And we have so many opportunities to use keywords about our blog posts. So I'm going to give you guys an example. One of them is, I'm going to find it. So I wanted to make sure I went through my stats to show what is working. I have this pin from 2016. It is still doing great. I have pins I created 6 months ago that are just not getting any traffic. And I have this one pin from 2016, and it is all about saving money at the grocery store. And that is something that is evergreen. It's not seasonal. It's not trendy. People are going to be searching on how to save money all the time. So I have this pin. And so I have this pin and I think, okay, if this pin is doing really well, I should make a personal board and talk more about saving money at the grocery store. So I create a board and I'm going to call it grocery store budgeting. Those are some great keywords to be using. Then for the description of the board, I'm going to call it how to save money and stick to a budget while grocery shopping. So while there is a tiny bit of overlap with the keywords, I'm also inserting new words like money, shopping, instead of just saying grocery store budgeting. Then from there, my pin is going to say breaking down my weekly $50 grocery budget. That's what it was like 5 years ago, as a single person. So totally different, but again, different keywords. And then when I go through that and I see how much traffic it's getting, it makes me think, okay, how can I create a new blog post? So my new blog post then is how to save money on groceries as a couple. So that's just different things you can do for like more blog content, which is not what we're talking about, but it just goes to show how you can start taking one pin, turn it into a board, start adding more content to it, and you're going to start getting a lot more traffic. So that's just one example. I think, if you're a blogger, look at your top 5 blog posts, see which ones are doing well. Do they have group boards? Like, have you created your own personal board? Are there any killer group boards still out there? Check your descriptions. How can you add on to it? There's just so much you can do with just 5 of your blog posts. It could go on forever. Another thing I want to talk about for finding your keywords, because I get this question a lot and people just don't understand where these keywords come from. One of the best ways I like to find keywords, okay, let me back up. The basic way is to do a search and type in saving money at the grocery store, and it's going to pop up a ton of pins. So cool. I can see who else is posting about this type of thing or sharing pins. Below that search bar, you're going to see lots of bubbles that help you make like longer sentences that have more like specific words to them. But my favorite one is inside of doing a promoted pin. Promoted pins, you do not have to run a promoted pin campaign and pay if you want to just do keyword research. So I've been doing this forever. So you go in, pretend you're creating a promoted pin. You're going to walk through a few different steps, but then you're going to get to this like magical keyword box. And you're going to go ahead and type in like grocery shopping. And from there, you're going to hit enter and it's going to populate like hundreds or thousands of phrases that have to do with grocery shopping. And from there, it'll say, well, this one's had 3 million searches. This one's had, okay, maybe 100 searches. So you're gonna kind of go through and organize ones that you think would really work to your audience. And you're going to take those keywords and then you're going to put them in your board description, your pin description, the name of your board, everything. So it's a little bit more of an advanced feature. It sounds a little crazy, but everyone should be doing this because it is free and it's organic.
Yeah, no, I've actually run a couple promoted pins in the past, and I never thought to just go use the keyword part. So
yeah, and I love it. It seems intimidating because a lot of times people start with the promoted pins and they're like, I'm just going to keep hitting enter, but I don't know what's going to happen. No, you can do it for free. You know, I like to copy and paste, put them into a spreadsheet. And that way, when I'm creating blog posts in the future, I know what keywords are really popular on Pinterest. And then I kind of put them into my blog posts. So I think there's a lot you can do with that.
Okay, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode and found Kristen's tips for finding keywords on Pinterest as valuable as I did. To learn more from Kristen and the other Blogger Breakthrough Summit speakers, head over to bloggerbreakthrough.com/podcast deal to find out how you can access all the full-length summit talks today. Be sure to join me next time when we take a look at how to manage your business finances. I'll catch you then.